what's one piece of advice you'd have for a young professional or even an experienced professional trying to go to another level? I mean, is there something that you really think or wish someone would have told you when you got started in this field?
A phenomenal question. I have to be honest, I was blessed. I had people around me that didn't allow me to probably make many of the mistakes or the errors that others in this field and many fields probably make. So if I backtrack, if I regress how that happened, the number one thing anyone can do, especially if they're in that college sector, is find a mentor. And that mentor can be anybody, but find a strong mentor that is going to help guide you through the process. Because to truly answer your question, Robert, we have to understand that every path is going to be different. So for me, it was finding a mentor. That mentor then led me to the key word here, internships. You have got to, at a young age, and even if you're older, get into the field, find internships that are going to build a well-rounded capability. I interned at hospitals. I interned in many strength and conditioning facilities, both professional as well as collegiate. And at a young age, become a personal trainer. As a personal trainer, you're going to start getting the unique ability to try methods and mechanisms ethically and appropriately one-on-one. You get to start to groove your coaching capabilities. You get to start to actually communicate. I think many coaches go right into college strength and conditioning, and they never actually get that opportunity to coach and start to groove their capabilities. I took the approach of doing both. I would go in at 6 a.m., work with our baseball team, and then I would have training sessions in the middle of the day and at night as a personal trainer. And again, at my facility even, I was able to develop strength and conditioning courses for intramural sports. Many individuals who have intramural sports approach the teams, especially rugby. Rugby is one of the top intramural sports that typically isn't going to be played at a Division I level, but they're going to be played at a club level. So find an intramural sport that you can start giving your services to. Once you have a mentor, you've gone through specific internships, become a personal trainer to groove your capabilities, the number one thing is you've got to self-educate. It's not enough just to take your classes. You've got to read the literature. Read the books, get on PubMed, get on Google Scholar, pump in your favorite search terms, start educating yourself. But when you look to self-educate, focus it in. Too many young coaches, and I'm one of them, tried to read everything all at once. No. Look at your current job demands. What is the most important skill set you need to have right now? If you're a speed coach, study speed. If you're a strength coach, study strength. If you're primarily given the responsibility because you're an intern of managing the recovery sessions, soft tissue massage, stretch, hydrotherapy, then right now if you're working at a college, I want you online looking at recovery strategies. How does hydrotherapy affect performance? How does massage, stretch, compression, travel strategies if you travel with the team? Focus on what is important. Spend 6 months to a year doing that. Don't overeducate. Too many times some personal trainers and strength conditioning coaches take what I just said to the ends of the earth where all they do is self-educate and they never apply. I look at myself, I'm kind of year on, year off. 1 year I'm going to spend a ton of time self-educating. The next year I'm going to spend a ton of time applying. It doesn't mean I ever stop reading, but the frequency and the volume of reading is undulated with the application of that information. Because the only way as an S&C coach or a personal trainer we apply that information or retain that information is through that application. At the end of the day, it sounds silly, but don't stop. If you read an article and you love the article, email the author. If you read a book and you're inspired by it, send an author a note. You never know if you're going to make a connection. I've had Vladimir Zatsiorsky email me back. Tudor Bompa has emailed me back. In fact, the gal who's going to be on my dissertation committee is one of the top motor learning specialists in the entire world. And I simply emailed her after I read her book, said it was inspiring, asked her a couple questions, asked her if she would speak at the NSA State Clinic for me as the Arizona State Director, and she said yes in all accounts. The power of the ask, as I think many of the great leadership coaches would say. So never stop. Keep reading, keep engaging, networking. If you can get to conferences, get to conferences. Get all the letters you need to, your CSCS, your CSCCA. Get all the appropriate letters. Decrease your barriers for engagement and opportunity, right? If you don't believe in a certification, but that can help you get a job, then just get the certification, but keep moving ahead. I think Mike Boyle said it many years ago. If you read an hour a day, every single day for an entire year, you'd probably be the smartest person in our field. And I believe in that. You've got to have consistency and frequency and engagement. I was just at my doctorate program, and I got to see a glimpse of the rigorous research that is being done in our physical therapy field. And I can tell you right now, we're not quite there yet in strength and conditioning. It is not enough just to rely on your education. You've got to continue to educate yourself. And hopefully many individuals out there want to contribute to the research. Write a professional article. Get a higher degree. Do a research study. Answer your own questions. These would be all the things I recommend to the young, because I like to say this. If the medical field can cut someone open, stop their heart, fix it, put them back together, zip them back up, and they go on living 20 more years, then absolutely we can do a better job in strength and conditioning.
Nick, I really want to say thank you for taking the time out of your day here, my man. I think you've done a great job answering some of these questions. I've taken a whole bunch of notes here. Hopefully, if people are listening here, they're doing the same, and definitely going to get a chance to reach out to you. And I'm going to try to challenge you here a little bit. If anybody has any questions or wanted to know more information about, the coaching science or what you're doing for the combine or getting involved in that 4-month internship program with Athletes Performance, how does it go about getting in touch with you and finding out more information?
A couple different levels. I would say one of the quickest ways to engage with what I'm doing real time, fanatic on that funny thing, Twitter. So at AP Coach is the Athletes Performance handle, and we're always giving constant information as well as coach education, different dates. My personal Twitter handle is at Nick Winkelman, NickWinkelman, and I'm constantly posting both speed tips as well as coaching tips and giving information about where I'm speaking around the country and the world. If you want to find out a lot more about what we do at Athletes Performance, then you're going to want to look at our mentorship program. So if you visit athletesperformance.com/education, you're going to get to see all the different places we're doing rehab, performance mentorships around the country as well as around the world. And for anyone, especially those young strength and conditioning coaches looking to get in the field, we offer 3-4-month internships a year, and you can just visit athletesperformance.com, and that will have information under, I believe, either the careers or an exact internship tab, and you'll be able to reach out, give your CV, let them know you listen to this. We're always looking for phenomenal people. So whether you're a professional, a young individual, or you just want to get real-time information from myself and AP Coach, those are all the different ways to get in contact with us.